Okay, YouTube, second try here. Here's the med. Turn 3, game 3 of YouTube Wars between Desert Fox and Cracker 36. Here the med presents an opportunity for the Axis to finally gain some ground. I'm going to be able to hopefully defeat this army, defeat this navy, kill that single stupid thing, aircraft carrier, take Egypt, and take the Middle East. This is going to Egypt. 111th is going to Egypt. 112th is going to Middle East. Air Force has got to go in here to finish this force off. Probably the 12th, and then the 17th is going to go into here to help this battle. I have to try to go first if I can as Italy, so I can make sure I grab Egypt, stop this guy from moving over here. Okay, so on the Eastern Front, so it's a mess. He's got a lot of opportunities. He's got 47 and 43rd armies about to land somewhere. I'm going to pull my 86th Army down to Germany. The tanks I'm going to pull out of my 40th Army and move into Germany. And then I'm going to actually build, because no one's... And the 114th Italian is going into Germany. I've got to send the 33rd down to up to Baltic states to try to grab that. The 98th, I think, is going to plow into Poland and then try for Germany, contest Germany. But I'm going to let him slip by. I may pound him with some Air Force, and that'll be good. But I've got to try to guess where he's going to go, and that's never easy. He could go to Baltic states just to try to be squirrely, or he could try to pinch me in Ukraine. If he pinches me in Ukraine, I plan on sending at least one force forward to Caucasus. I'll be able to. He has 5 there, and I have. If I push in some units like this 108th Army from Romania, I would be able to push 1 unit forward into Caucasus. So I got to figure out how to do that. And then the 59th is going into Leningrad, and the 91st is going into Leningrad as well. So I'll concede Karelia if he pushes the 23rd in there. My 48th is still in Belarus. I may change my mind and try to push into that, but probably not. But it's a bold move right next to Moscow, and I'd beat him to... if the 56th were able to move in there. If I combined the 108th and the 33rd, I'd have a sizable force, unless he puts the 98th in there to support that Belarus army. That might be the way to go for the throat. And it might be the only way to win this game for the Axis. So over here, I'm going to evacuate Burma. I'm going to take French Indochina, hoping to trap this Chinese guy. The 89th there and the 85th can grab some territories, C2 and C1. And the 97th can finally kill that guy in Piping. The 39th over there is going to grab the 2 Russian territories, R16 and R14. I'm not going to... Irkutsk, and can't see the other one. And then with the naval battles, it's tricky. The 7th Fleet is coming in over there. I've got a huge Air Force that's going to patrol P1. That is frustrating, just have that much power, just have to sit at the homeland and guess where he's going. Because he doesn't have to go to P1. They could totally end up doing nothing the whole round, which would suck. But that's this game, Fog of War. Excuse me, the 18th and 19th Air Force are going to go into P13 to try to free the 2nd Fleet from their entanglement with the Americans and get back to the homeland. The 1st and the 9th are going to stream toward... Australia, probably get outside of the Burma and then make their way. It actually doesn't matter. I'm going to send them to P17 actually, because it takes a kind of a lot longer to get through Japan because of you got the strait here. It's got to go to here. It's got to go to the strait. I1, I9, I15, then it's got to go P14, and then either P0 or P13. So it actually takes just as long to grab I9. Nope, I'd only get the P-16. Oh, forget that. All right, learning the board as we go, too. So his forces in the 11th and the 13th and the 14th Air Forces can only reach P-13. So there looks to be a huge dogfight there. And I don't think he's going to send that 7th into P1. That is a lot of Air Force to contend with. So I've got to think about whether or not I want to commit the 12th Air Force. I got to get some of those troops into the water, the 24th. Also, by the way, that move to grab some Russian territories is not just for territory's sake, but to cut off his forces from being able to take the railroad all the way to Moscow, which would end the game. All right, there it is. Axis with their backs against the wall. But we're fighting, scraping.